Sunshine's here, Lincoln's here as well. Gents, welcome back. Man United pick up an important 3 points, a few goals scored as well, and another clean sheet. KJ, talk to me.
Yeah, man, I had to wear this ball is in God's shirt, you know what I'm saying? Because we needed all the prayers and help we needed today. And we got that. And I don't know, Tim, what do you want me to do? You want me to ignore the first 35 and just go from there? Or do you want me to announce the whole thing?
I mean,
boy.
Woo, yeah, I mean, look, look, the first that I think, do you know what we'll do? We will talk about the first 35 minutes as a collective later, because I think it's important to address areas that need to improve. But if we start with the positives, obviously we won the game. What did you make of us from the goal onwards? And why were we so much better, in your opinion?
I think from the goal onwards, I think the players were relaxed. The players were, again, the confidence built, and it was like, oh, okay, we've got away with obviously conceding the goal. What great play from Anana. Now let us go and do what we can do. And from that second half, we just controlled the game. They weren't really threatening. The players were confident enough. And then there were tweaks from Ten Hag from that half. So I'm just happy that we were able to go out there, improve, and make things easier for ourselves in the day. I personally think that Zirkzee had a great game today up front. And if we can get him playing like that with someone like Hoyland next to him, I think we're in for a great partnership there, because yes, he's not the greatest finisher and should have scored, especially that second one, should have scored a goal. But the way that he links up, the way that he brings others into play, the way he makes the right decisions and keep the ball in tight spaces, I'm happy with what I saw today. Liverpool, you can tell the occasion got to him, he was awful. But today, confidence was brimming. We got to see the best of him. Rashi, finally getting a goal. You don't understand how much I cheered for that man when he scored that goal. And you can see the confidence getting back into him, starting to run at players more, making the right decisions. Ahmad is Ahmad. He's a wonderful talent, and he's going to learn in his game. But like, he's always threatening. He's always trying to make things happen. He just needs to tweak his passing weight of pass a little bit, and then he's good to go. But in attacking sense, I'm happy with our forwards. They did their jobs today. We're threatening to get their goals, and hopefully moving forward, we can see some changes to the team when we attack. Because one of my biggest issues this year was we don't look like how to attack as a team. Today, with Zirkzee on form, Rashford with confidence, and Mad playing now we can play, we saw some cohesion in the attack. And we've been needing that like desperately. So yeah, building upon that, we can go somewhere. I've got more insights into what I feel about. We'll move on.
I get that, because what we're trying to do topic by topic. I just want to speak about Zirkzee for a moment. I want to throw this to Michael. A lot of people speak about, what does somebody do? If you minus GA, tell me what else somebody does. Is Zirkzee's performance today the epitome of no GA, but look what else he brings to the team?
You know, today you saw Bobby Firmino. That's what he looked like today. That was the prototypical Bobby Firmino performance I saw Liverpool. He didn't get the goal, obviously. It is what it is. But the one thing I'm happy about Zirkzee is, at Bologna, his biggest issue was that he didn't take enough shots. He doesn't seem to have that problem at United right now. And I think you mentioned he sat Ramsdale down for that block shot. It was a great piece of defending from the defender at the end of the day. He made a great block. It is what it is, but he looked absolutely fantastic. The nutmegs, the passing, every single pass looked like it clicked to the attacker. He didn't really make a wrong pass. My only issue is, I think you mentioned, Terry, the lower half teams, he'll look great. Now it's about the intensity against the top teams, because the one issue I have with Zirkzee, I'll continuously have it, is in duels, he's not really always there in terms of intensity, and you're not going to be playing Southampton every week. Next week we play Palace, for example, Selhurst Park away. That's going to be a very intense game against better center backs, Mark Wehi,
Richards.
I think Chalobah as well, Richards. Yeah. So he's going to have to be up for it. And if he is, he'll look great, because on the ball, he's fantastic. And the finishing will get there, because against the Netherlands, he scored a backwards header. Like, the first goal that he scored for us was a flick. That's a great, that's innovative finishing. So it's just about getting in there and stuff like that. But otherwise, the performance, it got me out of my seat. I haven't seen a striker perform like that for United since Martial in 1920. The way that he just connected every single dot. Bro, so it looked
rest fantastic. In peace, NHS Martial, man.
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace.
Yeah. No, listen, I hear you on that. I really do. Sunshine, what did you make of it today? We know the first 35 minutes wasn't wasn't great and we looked really pressured. But the longer the game went on, the better and better United seemed to be in and out of possession.
Well, first and foremost, like I said, performances don't come above results for me, especially in the first 10 games. I think from when you get results, you then build your confidence. So it was looking like Southampton deserved the penalty in the sense of they deserved something from that first 35 minutes. We looked absolutely like scrambled egg, bro. We're all over the place, in my opinion. And I was getting nervous. I was getting frustrated. But this is the part of where, again, sorry for De Gea fans, but where you look at what De Gea did and Onana managed to do that today. The impact a keeper can have on you when he keeps you in a game and gives you a lifeline to then actually go and capitalize on the other end says everything. Because from that moment, that was what changed everything. Southampton didn't have a shot on target after that penalty. You have to deep that. That's what a goal.
Bruv, they didn't have a shot, let alone on target. Not even a shot, bruv.
Yeah. So that's what a goal-saving keeper can do for you. And that's the importance. And Onana brought that today, and I'll give him credit where it is definitely due. So from there, we saw a lot better football, in my opinion. We looked more structured and organised. I still think Eriksen shouldn't have been on that pitch. He didn't really do much. It was only until Southampton started to drop off and were getting leggy that he looked like he could do something. So I'll give Ten Hag the bye for this one because it's the first time we've seen Eriksen play, and it's the first time, obviously, Ugarte's just come back in. He's maybe not match fit. Maybe hasn't got the cohesion, but I think we can all sit here now, Terry, and say Ugarte needs to start next game if it is the case that Eriksen is going to be dropped. On the clinical side of things, we weren't clinical enough in certain areas. However, the transition of the ball moving from back to the attacking area, shall we say, in my opinion, was beautiful. And Zirkzee, like you've already given honourable mention to, he's a baller, man. For a big guy to have such tech in his feet is crazy, man. Great IQ, but I do agree with Griggs. He's not physical enough with his structure in the air, and I would like to see a more Drogba-esque, not saying Drogba, full stop, Drogba-esque type of mentality when it comes to having duels in the air and just being a bit of a bully, man, because against top teams, you are going to get mashed up, I'll be honest. And that's an area that I would like to see him improve. Does that mean he's crap? No, of course not. Just an area of improvement that we want to see in these players, and every player that we like or dislike are going to have areas of honest improvement. So got the 3 points, Terry. I'm happy with that. Obviously, again, Rashford, honourable mention. Most of us, including myself, didn't want Rashford to start based on merit, and I think that's a decision I stand by. However, he's a confidence play. He's got his goal, and after that, it was almost like he was playing like he's never had any issues, Terry. Like, man was dribbling at man. It was crazy. It was like
see the shot he popped off a Ramsdale after in the second half. I ain't seen him like that in ages.
You're absolutely right. And I think on top of that, we saw in the first 2 or 3 games, opportunities for him to dribble at fullback, and he refused to do it. He scored his goal. And there was times now where he was dribbling past 2 or 3 people again. He was getting fouled. He looked quicker. He looked faster. And a lot of people have said, I think maybe physically he's finished. For me, it's always in his head. For me, it's always in his head. And I'm not saying this because I don't think we should look beyond Rashford, but I'm talking about this in terms of needing him this year. If we are going to improve and if we are going to get any kind of success out of this season, we do need Rashford to become the Rashford of 2 seasons ago. We need him to be the Rashford in his first 3 or 4 years. And you saw it after the goal. He was taking shots. I mean, very good save from Ramsdale. Otherwise, he'd have scored. Like, it would have been 2 very good goals in the game. So, yeah, listen, confidence in a player like him is so key. And what I noticed as Rashford's confidence grew, there was even more time and space for Ahmad. Suddenly, you've got 2 fullbacks running at fullback. Their fullbacks on the opposite sides. And it's hard to handle. You can't double up on both. Otherwise, you leave loads of room in the middle. And it's such an important... It's like Liverpool, when they had Mane and Salah in their pomp, was so hard to stop because you can't double up on both inside forwards because then you're leaving the likes of Firmino free with loads of space in the middle and they'll punish you that way. So, yeah, look, hopefully it continues from there.